you filing your nails? Are you
Kinda,
filing your
yeah.
nails?
It's the motherfucking DRE. Dr. Dre, motherfucker.
Hey, what is going on, YouTube? It's
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. What is up, everyone? It's Crowdfunding Comics Creator Power Hour!
Woo!
Cara, what is up?
So I just got my comps from Luna Tales from Wendy Shaner. She does Naughty Fairies, and it's actually really cool. So we were just chit-chatting one day and talking smack about her bearded dragon. And she's like, oh my gosh, you should write this. You know, I was like, let's do it together. So I'm super excited. Look how cute.
Oh, look how cute that
Like
is.
her
Little
bearded,
dragon.
it's a children's book. And my story with her is called Princess Luna. And yeah, it's really super, super, super cute. I don't even know where mine is. Oh, there it is. It's closer to here. But I'm super happy with it. I'm really excited. And she accidentally launched this early. Some of you guys understand about finishing early, right?
Yeah, it's kind
Starting
of a
pretty
common
fast.
thing we do. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got the stretch goal packs.
There's
Look at
supplements to help that, you know.
There's got little masks and
Oh, look at
stuff.
that. Look at that.
Right?
Is there like string for those masks, or do you got to like use your own shoelaces?
You know what? I have to attach it to my face with willpower.
Oh, there you go. Put on your glasses. Just glue it to your glasses.
Yeah. I'm just gonna glue it to my glasses. It's
There you
super
go.
cool. But I can go with yellow or green. What's up with you?
What's up with me? Just working. Getting stuff done. Me and Tucci are working on some stuff for the new books that are coming up. So
Yeah.
we've been having a lot of phone calls and putting some videos together for him for tomorrow night. Some of his skydiving action.
What?
Yes. He jumped last Saturday. So he had the GoPro attached to his head and one to his foot. So I compiled all that into one video. And we're going to air that tomorrow night on Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci. Been working on the website, trying to, recruit my creators and get that stuff going. So a lot of stuff in the works. Still trying to find time to get some more reviews up, Cara. I'm going to get yours up. And, I am going to get back to finishing my script so I can freaking finally get my book going and get my artist moving. So I get my campaign rolling.
Yeah, I do. I feel that.
It's craziness. But tonight we're taking a little break from our hard work to meet 3 hardworking creators that have some awesome campaigns. I'm going to throw them up on the screen right now. So everyone, we've got Mr. Salty in the house. What is going on, sir?
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Just fantastic. And I love that blue accent lighting.
Thank you. I like it too. It's a little, my tech noir.
Lovely ambiance.
It is a cool background. It's pretty tits, man. That's awesome.
My mother-in-law made the curtains. I have to do a shout out to her. Thank you for those curtains, JoJo.
Awesome mother-in-law. Can't go wrong there. Fantastic drawing table. I love it, man. And we've got another creator in the house. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Jared Brickey.
Hello,
What's up?
everybody.
How we doing? How we doing, Mr. Frost? Mr. Frost
Doing
is in
great.
the house.
My mother-in-law also made some curtains, but they're not on display. I just wanted to be cool. She didn't really make
My
me,
mother-in-law
I'm
didn't
sorry.
make me anything. She made my wonderful wife.
There you go.
Huh? Huh?
Well done, sir.
There you go. She never watches, so it doesn't help. But and then last,
Do you get E. coli from like kissing so much ass?
no, because I'm so used to it now. I think I built up that my immune system's powerful now.
It's like Batman with poison. You just get used to it.
I just
Got it.
you know.
Right.
And we got Mr. Guido in the house. What is going on, sir?
Hello,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't pimped my lair yet, so this is like the third stream I've done. So yeah, it'll take time. Yeah, I'll hang up some posters, maybe some skulls around here.
Ooh,
I don't know.
nice.
I'll need to see what I can do, see what I can get.
Yeah.
Of course, the
You know,
human
maybe-
skulls won't be fresh, right?
There you
I
go.
hope.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Throw them in a tank of mealworms to clean them up real good. I think that's how they do it. I don't know. I
That'll-
just saw it. I saw it.
That's what
online.
everyone tells me.
Yes. And then if you have a mother-in-law or someone's mother-in-law can make you some curtains too.
Yep.
I'll see if my mother-in-law can get some
Mario's
curtains for you.
comment.
What's that?
Did you see Mario's comment?
No. Where
I
is
wish
it?
I
Where?
had curtains for my mother-in-law.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice. And let's see who we got in the chat tonight.
my-
Mario's in the house. Daniel Russell, welcome. Brian Blevins. He should be on stream with us, but he's
Lion Brevins.
a partner of the channel, one of our co-hosts. Great guy. So we got some awesome campaigns. But before we go into it, I got to tell you, I'm getting so frustrated. I go online. Everyone. We go down these rabbit holes, swiping through our phones, and all I'm seeing is this Snow White shit. And everyone's playing the same video of this chick talking about how horrible the movie is, and cut. Maybe the princess scenes will get cut and everything, but it has completely flooded like all my social medias. I'm seeing it all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram shit. Threads sucks, but I do use it. I'm not really fond of Threads. Not that fun.
So has she sold you on the movie?
Yeah, I'm going to see it. Yeah.
Did you see it?
Did I see it?
Did you see it?
No, it doesn't come out for like a year.
Oh, okay. So here's
Yeah,
the thing. I want to write my own version of Snow White. And the thing is, they're like, oh, she needs to be the queen. First of all, that was her stepmother, right? Which means that she didn't have to keep that brat around. She could have been like, you know what? You're a bitch. You need to get the fuck out of my castle. But she didn't. She let that brat stick around until she drove her crazy, made her ugly and old because of her frustration, and then wouldn't pick up at all around the castle. And then will go and clean up after 7 strange men.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Like
Typical modern women.
Yeah.
Typical modern.
It's just the modern woman's story.
Marry someone else.
She just wanted to go backpacking too. I don't know.
Just wanted to be included.
and stay
What?
in
Disney
in a
princesses are what?
Airbnb something.
Women thinking that they are Disney princesses spoil females. But I'm not going to talk about that because
No.
They're just keeping their options open.
I don't know. I mean, Mulan
really,
killed
like,
a lot of people.
who's that one? Sleeping Beauty. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, until a boy comes to kiss you. Now suddenly you're not tired.
Hey, it's her game.
It's usually
That's
the
how she
exact
does it.
opposite.
Yeah, right?
I'm like,
Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. And then they're like, good, go to sleep. And you're like, ah, no.
she's tired when she has to do chores. She's wide awake when a boy comes snooping around her face.
Didn't she get like poisoned or something to fall asleep?
Yeah,
Sure.
ate a
I mean,
poison
that's just big pharma.
Sure she did. I'm
That's
sure
big
that's
pharma, yeah.
exactly what it was.
Maybe.
You
But,
ate bad food, now
maybe.
you're blaming everybody else.
but Salty had a good observation on this though.
Yeah.
What
If
was
you
that?
notice,
Hey,
the eyes, man, the
Oh yeah.
eyes are far apart on these actresses.
The more insufferable the woman is, the further her eyes are apart. And I don't know
always
what
told
the deal
you
is.
Wait,
eyes
hang
are
on.
too far apart.
Here, you're good. You're good. Your eyes are not too
Women
far
whose eyes
apart.
are too far apart, I call them Stacy's. Don't they look like Stacy's? Like they're kind of like,
Stacey's?
yeah. It's kind
Yeah,
of
I call them
I-
hammerhead sharks, but that's probably,
Oh,
Oh.
burn!
yeah.
Ouch!
It's kind of like a pug, though, right? When the eyes are real far apart.
Yeah, except don't pugs' eyes like kind of do their own thing?
Yeah.
That-
I mean,
that's
that's true
chameleon,
about
I think.
pugs. I usually think of the horrifying breathing sounds with pugs, but
Yeah, that's true
eyes
too.
too.
The gurgling.
yeah,
With these women, it's the horrifying ideas that they
yeah,
keep
pugs
spouting out.
they sound like they want to die, like all the
They
time.
do. They do. And Marcus Kellegrew, my wife always says
They,
she's
they
tired.
look like they want
Good.
to die.
Lay down and rest.
They do. They
Lay
do.
down,
You know,
honey.
you're
You don't
right.
need to move.
Brian Blevins, Cara is scaring me with her midsummer cosplay. People died,
Midsummer.
Cara. They died horribly.
Everybody dies at some point in time.
Yes.
Like, how is death cruel and
Some people
unusual?
also fell asleep.
Clearly not unusual. It
That's
happens
true.
to
Very
everybody.
sleepy people.
Very sleepy. Stacy's mom has it going on. Thanks, Blevins.
I heard Stacy's mom died.
What?
I heard
Like
that
the-
the actress who played Stacy's mom in the video died, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a happy stream, Cara.
Wasn't that
What are you
a
talking about?
I'm laughing about it. Does that help?
That's true. Cara, dig the evening wear.
Thank you.
What are we going for tonight? What is
I don't know. A clean
No.
shirt.
clean? I did a clean shirt too, everyone. Just so you know, everything's clean and clean. But not like our.
Yeah, I
campaign
have
is
toddlers. That's
filthy.
actually an accomplishment for me.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
That
I got
means
2
something.
5-year-olds, and whenever they
Right.
give you a hug, there's something on their mouth
Exactly.
or whatever.
Exactly.
And you look on your clean shirt, and there's like frosting.
How did that happen?
Oh,
You know
Why
what
is
the
that
worst
there?
is,
That's
though?
What is
amazing.
that?
And we don't have frosting, so how did that happen?
You know what's worse though is when they get Cheeto fingers and they put them all over your
Oh.
comic books.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
This is
Cheeto
why I
fingers
don't have
on the
kids.
Not in my
comment.
house.
Dude.
No, not in my house.
Cheeto fingers are the worst.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, if
And it
you
doesn't
have
wash
toddlers, it's amazing you don't have any drool medals or milk.
Let's see,
stains.
like that's why I set aside the nerd stream shirt for later, and I swap to it as I run in here to
Smart.
jump in front of the camera.
That's I do this. I
Modern
literally
problems,
changed-
modern solutions, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
I literally
You should
changed right
invent a
before my
shirt
stream.
that
Thank
looks like it just has stains all over it, so it doesn't matter if it gets stains all over it.
There you go.
There you go. That's the way to go.
Okay,
It'll
so
almost
one
be like
time,
a tie-dye shirt.
I made my ex's shirt, and I did not think of this. Okay, and I took yellow paint and I put it on my nipples, and I put white paint around it, and then I pressed my boobs up against the shirt because I thought it would be a cool present. And he called it his egg shirt because I did not, for the life of me, think that those colors in that would look like eggs.
2 eggs, sunny side up.
I know. I'm such a goober. Seriously.
Mm.
Funny. I'm gonna make that for my
Extra runny.
wife. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Oh.
But
that's disgusting.
Oh, that's salty, man. That's a salty thing right there.
that's how I like
He's
my
earning his
eggs.
name.
Extra runny with a lot of salt. Come on.
There
That's
you go,
that's
there you
salty.
go.
Yeah, you need like a
I'm
short
definitely
jingle.
salty.
That's salty.
Right? Exactly.
Who says I don't?
That's salty.
That's great.
Get yourself a jingle, salty. But speaking of salty, you know,
Yeah.
speaking of salty,
What's up?
let's put a taste in our mouths right now. Let's put a taste in our mouth. Ba-boom. God damn it,
Mm.
StreamYard. What is wrong with you? This has been an ongoing issue. Ugh. Hang on, Salty.
There we
We're
go.
getting it in everyone's mouth soon. Hold on. Here we go.
That's what she said.
Stupid updates. Come on.
I
There
hope
we
my
go.
mother-in-law is not watching.
I hope not to. I hope not to. Great curtains, Mom.
Think of all the
Great
mother-in-laws.
curtains. Think of the mother-in-laws out there.
Thanks for the curtains, Jojo. Please stop watching.
So we got Silence Do Good.
Silence Dogood. Yes.
Silence
Ben
Do Good.
Franklin is Silence Dogood, time travel agent.
Oh,
There we go.
Just the title alone has me very intrigued.
So it is an 18-year-old Ben Franklin that's been kidnapped and trapped in a VR program that is run by an AI that thinks it's God.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
There's lasers and a turkey robot.
A turkey robot. Friend
Yeah.
or foe?
robot.
Friend or foe?
Ben Franklin wanted the national bird to be a turkey, so in this book, he makes a turkey steampunk robot.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Why not?
Awesome.
Is it a jive
That
turkey?
is really cool.
Awesome.
No.
No jive turkey. Just think Archimedes meets a turkey. Archimedes from Clash of the Titans, if you're not familiar.
Oh,
Is that
I'm going to
like,
picture
is that
Turkatron
like
from Aqua Teen.
something smart? You said.
No, just Clash of the Titans. You know, the old claymation 70s.
I
the new
love
one.
this art, by the way. This
Take my
art
money.
is really good. Like, this is interesting. You know, a lot of people like good shit. I like interesting shit. And this is good and interesting.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I do all the art myself, pencils, inks, and colors.
I love
it's a lot
it.
of work. And I am the main writer, and then I have a co-writer who was also a co-writer on Civil War, the Iron Man Civil War.
Killer.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
uh,
wow.
So it's gonna have a good
comics
story,
one,
I
the comics
guarantee
two, or
it.
the movie.
So how did you even like, all right, so this is a really interesting concept. So what like actually like sparked in your brain to put all this, you know, all this together?
It's all the things I love. I love American history. I grew up just loving it. My dad is actually an American historian, and he helps out with the research
That's
for it.
cool.
I love steampunk and science fiction, and I love to draw and tell silly stories. So I don't know, it just kind of all came together. I actually came up with the idea like 10 years ago, and it's just evolved over. Originally, it was going to be a Saturday morning cartoon that a studio picked up, and then they went out of business, collapsed like a flan in a cupboard. So then I decided, screw it, I'm doing a comic book. And here we go.
Nice.
And
This
I'm
is-
learning
this
a
art's
lot with
great.
the Indiegogo crowdfunding. Let me tell you, I'm learning a lot.
Is this your first time crowdfunding?
This is my first time crowdfunding. I've worked in entertainment advertising for like 20 years. I'm the guy that came up with the idea to turn Deadpool into Bob Ross for a commercial.
Nice.
And I've been in entertainment, like
Oh.
I said, entertainment advertising for video games and movies mainly. And so, but I've always wanted to do comic books. So I decided, you know what? Why not? Let's do it.
Very cool. Now, have you always been like a comic book fan growing up and everything?
Yes, very much so. And if you want, when you see the panels and stuff, you'll see very, very quickly who I was influenced by and what era I was influenced by. It's the 90s. That's what I grew up with. Grew up loving Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, early Image, Eric Larson. I was a huge Savage Dragon fan. So I mean, I loved Battle Chasers. I wish he actually finished the original series. Thanks a lot, Joe Mad. But yeah, that whole like 10 years is like really what takes place in my closet here. It fills up my closet. But yeah, always been a big comic book fan.
Yeah. Well, he's Battle Chasers. He's got it back.
He does.
Yeah.
But you know, when you were a kid, I wanted to finish it out. And he just stopped. Was so
Does
mad.
it pick up? I don't know if Levins is still watching. He may know, but does it pick up? Did he pick up where he left off?
I have no idea. Please, someone tell me. Does he? Because
I'll tell you what. John Boy Myers, a friend of the channel, a great creator artist, and he did some killer covers for that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh, they're unbelievable. But let's check out your campaign video. Very cool video.
Awesome.
That was awesome. I gotta ask,
It's
75,000.
Oh, that's part of the mistake, right? So I figure you go for the Grand Slam, and if you hit a single, that's awesome, right? So
Yeah.
I figure we've just hit a single with, or maybe even a double with 13,000. It's more than enough to get everything produced. So we're definitely going to be doing the first 3 issues. What I was doing was I didn't know what I was doing, so I went for the Grand Slam. you know.
Nice.
But who cares? We got 13,000, man. The book's getting produced.
That's great. Well, yeah, you got the flexible goal, and you and keep it in demand.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
We'll actually be shipping issue 1 pretty early too, a lot earlier than we originally planned, because it's done, literally.
That is
All
awesome.
right.
So wait, this campaign, is this just for issue 1, or is this for multiple issues?
No, this is for 3 issues. We will be sending out issue 1 earlier than the rest of it, and then we'll be sending out all 3 issues, and then a soft cover and a hard cover that will have 150 plus pages. So there'll be a lot of extra art, a lot of my extra art, maybe even some behind the scenes on some other new projects that are coming out, like my kids' book.
Oh, very cool. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. How many let's see. So you're gonna ship issue 1. I'm just getting information for your future backers, current backers. So issue 1's gonna ship. So you're gonna do multiple shipments on this campaign?
Yep, gonna do multiple shipments. Just depending on what people order, but issue 1 will be shipping in early fall, and then later in the first quarter of next year, we'll have the full graphic novel and then all 3 issues.
Oh, nice. So they get a little something while they wait.
Yes, exactly. Just a little taste, a little salty.
A little salty.
I see what you did there.
Maybe there'll be something frozen in a little bit to wash, to just wash it down.
This is
Thanks,
such
Daniel Russell.
art. I really love this art. I really do. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I know I've said it, but it's really, really fantastic. And, it's always exciting when we see campaigns that are so clean and well polished. And you really kind of nailed that.
It's a great campaign page. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now with your style of art, do you tend to lean towards more of a cartoon style?
Probably. It's a little bit of my Disney days. I actually got a job at Disney when I was like 18. Kind of a crazy story. I was working at Starbucks and I drew the menus on the chalk board, and then they hired me. No joke. So a little bit cartoony. I like that style. There's some definitely you'll see a little bit of Hellboy influence there.
Yeah, I noticed. I did pick up on that. Yeah.
Definitely was a giant fan growing up. So there's that. And I feel like my art style kind of evolves because I'm still figuring it out, to be honest. I've been so used to drawing everyone else's style that I'm still trying to figure out mine.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Play around with it. Plus, too, like, depending on, like you have this series, right? So this series has like its brand, it has its look. You may go in another direction with another series. Maybe it's something darker or something lighter where you can switch up your art style to reflect the emotion and the energy, of that story arc.
Definitely. And I've always loved doing different styles. I don't want to be locked into one. So definitely, for sure.
Very cool, man. Well, this is awesome. And everyone, the link has been posted in the live chat. The links are also in the description below. And, if you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button and smash that bell. This way you get notifications when we upload new videos and we go live. But all the campaigns tonight. Also, everyone, if the money's tight, we know how it is, right? Just grab that link, copy that link, paste it on all your social media. Share it out. Share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram. We encourage everyone to do that. It's the least that can be done, but it really helps support the indie comic community. Definitely. You may know one person, you may know 20 people that would back this book. So, anything we can do to help continue supporting indie creators in this golden age.
And no one be disillusioned by the ridiculous goal. I was going for a grand slam. We're still
going for the gusto.
We're still delivering.
Yes. No, this looks great, dude. This is awesome. When you first emailed over some of the images and stuff, I was like, this is freaking awesome. And I love the concept.
It's going to be a little silly, but then it's going to go dark, and then it's going to get that's how the story will make you feel. Trust me.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, hey man, I appreciate you bringing us this campaign, letting us talk about it, getting to know you a little bit, getting into that salty personality, which I think is a little more sweet. But
depends on if you rub me the right way or the wrong. Wait, what?
What?
Now, someone's asking about saying that they wish there was a digital version. Is this something that you're going to offer in the future?
I don't know. I hate digital comics, so I'm kind of one of those guys. It's like, no, get the paperback and enjoy it. Maybe if I could be convinced, though. I could be convinced. Potentially, maybe on Fund My Comic, because after this ends, we're gonna go to Fund My Comic because I feel like that might be a better way to go.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest?
Sure.
I think this would be very successful on Kickstarter.
I do too.
I think
I
this
do
would be
too.
more successful on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Because the type of story, the art, I think you would see much more success on Kickstarter. Maybe even more than you saw on Indiegogo.
Okay.
That's just my
I'll
thought
take it
based
into
on,
consideration.
Just looking at the aesthetics of the book, the art style, the story concept, I think you would do pretty good there.
But
you can do all
don't
three.
Don't go for the Grand Slam on Kickstarter.
No. Set it at like 2,500. But you can do all three. I mean, you can. I don't know if Kickstarter. You can run multiple campaigns. We do it with Indiegogo and Kickstarter all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you could run it on Kickstarter and Fund My Comic at the same time.
Yeah,
and you know what? For people that don't trust any of those, you can just be like, hey, like invoice them, send them a private, like a pre-sale. Now, do not send people shit that you've sold privately before you send out your backers. But if you include them in your backer count, you know what I mean? Like during the campaign run. Absolutely.
If you do multiple campaigns across the 3 platforms, if you do that on Fund My Comic as well, they actually have a way that you can include your total goal across all 3 platforms in your total raised on Fund My Comic. So you can actually keep track of it all.
Well, I think you have to finish the campaign though for it to port over your total. So once you finish your Kickstarter, like if you ran it for 30 days, you can take that total and transfer it over. Because Indiegogo does the same. If you start a Kickstarter, you can roll over to Indiegogo and it'll show like previously funded on another site. Marcus brings up a good point, but this is just the growth process. Plus the audience for Indiegogo and Fund My Comic are similar, which is true. So a lot of guys are doing Indiegogo and Fund My Comic, but it's really the same backer group right now.
See, I keep learning stuff every day on this, so it's been great. You know, like honestly,
same.
But if anyone's wondering about the American history and just how accurate it's going to be, serious research has been done.
I have to zoom in on this. What do we got here?
So I'm telling you, people. Okay, no joke.
Nice.
We've done our homework. We're having fun with American history, for sure. It's not going to be a lecture. God, I hate that crap. Just like, and this is what happened, and they're all talking to each other. But no, we're going to be exploring like the really exciting stuff that's happened in American history, and then kind of have fun with it because it's an alternate world.
Yeah, no, that's great. Love that. That historic fiction.
I love alternate history stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of what if, like what if? Yeah.
Yes, I love those. That was like when DC did like the Elseworlds. I love that sort of stuff.
Did you include all the dead bodies in his basement?
We might explore that. There's going to be a lot.
It's a spoiler.
I will say too, at the end,
if for sure in the basement, they are definitely spoiled by now.
For those that care, we do at the end of every issue have a little 2-page, 3-paragraph history lesson.
Hey, cool.
And just in case you want to, learn a little bit more. That's the boring stuff, but like you're gonna learn like where the name Silence Dogood came from because that's actually a thing, And if you saw the Nick Cage film, what was it? National Treasure. You know the name.
Yep.
You know the name.
Yep.
There you go. Nick Cage. He's a national treasure right there. That's all I'm saying. But hey, man, thanks so much for bringing this on. Great campaign.
Thanks for having me.
We'll continue to we periodically we'll grab a couple campaigns each day and we share them out. So we'll do the same with all the campaigns tonight. Randomly throughout the next coming weeks. Just throw out those shares. Try to help you guys grab some more backers. All right, Mr. Jared Brickey, let's talk a little out of obscurity.
Oh, I'm happy to.
Fund My Comic.
This looks good. This is this is a crazy project that came together because of I don't know if you guys have noticed this about creative types and especially in indie comics, they tend to be a little volatile sometimes. Have you noticed that?
I do. Yeah.
So every once in a while they'll flip out, and we had a group chat, and one of the people got very angry with the people in the group chat, and he decided to burn it all down, and he left and called people a bunch of names. And we all said, hey, let's do something positive. Just because he's mad at a couple of people, let's use the fact that we have a group here and let's make a book from it. And this is an Arrow Comics published project and is being managed by Luke Stone, who created Hybrids. If you've read Hybrids, He's actually the guy behind Fund My Comic.
Yes, he is.
And he's done a lot of art and colors for the project. And we had we started with probably about Baker's dozen stories, and we kind of pruned it down to 7, either from people who left the project or people who had other stuff come up. But we have some people in the list of authors that you may have already backed or seen. Like we have Hojo from the Mythicals. We have Aaron from Immortal Rising. We've got some other people who have campaigns going, like we have Telepathic Bunny, Cooper, the guy behind Community Service, and then Luke obviously was behind it. And then you got some newbies like me. This is my first writing credit for comics, and Critical Blast. He's done writing, lots of writing projects, and he's been credited with a lot of other stuff, but this is the first time he's ever written a comic book. So you have a nice mix of different authors and different artists and colorists and all sorts of different people who've come together to create a really unique project that has a lot of different stuff to it. Because we have a superhero, we have the son of Tarzan, we have a cyberpunk reimagining of a classic. We have a little of everything with all sorts of different artists, and I mean it's truly unique. My contribution was Super Guy. I can talk about that really easily.
Yes, I was hoping you would.
That's me. I'm the super
old guy.
Super old guy. That's right. But I do want to give a ton of credit to the other writers, because they've created some really interesting stuff. And there's really tremendously cool styles in there. A little of everything, like I said, where you've got classic comic book, you've got kind of a manga style with Tower That Time Forgot. But yeah, Super Guy was my little contribution. So Super Guy, the idea behind the book was we wanted to do a gimmick with it, and the gimmick we chose was public domain characters that have been left in obscurity. So we thought Out of Obscurity. That's where we came up with the name. I was looking through the different characters that were in public domain, and I came across Super Guy. And Super Guy is from a 1967 Charlton Press comic book, Charlton Premiere #3, I think. And Charlton Press was bought by DC Comics. And when DC Comics bought Charlton Press, they looked at Super Guy and they said, yeah, we don't really need a knockoff Superman, thanks. So they just kind of left him, and they bought everybody else. So he fell into public domain because he just didn't have an owner anymore. So I looked at the fact that his story, the only story he was ever in, was 1967, and I thought, instead of doing like the sliding timeline gimmick that you see in stuff like Marvel, where Tony Stark was simultaneously held captive during the Korean War and also later Iraq, I decided I'm just going to say that the guy's like 85 now, because it's how it's, let's say that he was like in his 20s or 30s, and it's actually been that long since he was in a comic book. Mm-hmm. And so I took a lot of inspiration from stuff like The Tick, One Punch Man, Mr. Magoo, believe it or not. And my favorite short from the MCU, the first 10 years, was A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer, which is where we get the title for this one, where a funny thing happened on the way to the checkout. And it's about an old retired superhero who still wears his super suit because he's a professional, even retired. And he's old. He wants to save money. He's going on senior citizen discount day. He just wants to buy some groceries, and wouldn't you know it, they get robbed. And so he is trying to shop amidst this robbery, and he's just accidentally knocking, robbers out while he's just trying to get his beans or move pallets or whatever. So the whole thing is just it's a gag, it's like a gag comic, and it's just very fun, very slapstick. When I was actually coming up with the idea for how he would look now, I happened to be watching Barney Miller, and I just kept thinking of like Abe Vigoda wearing a super suit.
Yeah.
So that's how we got Super Guy. And the whole thing is just it's just fun, and a lot of people have had really, really positive reaction to it. I hope that people love this if they when they get the book. I hope that they love all the stories, but I'm very excited to see what people think of Super Guy, because I would love to take this and do more with it and write more Super Guy. So I hope we find a fan base for him with this.
Very cool. Now I'm curious. So you've got all these stories in here. Are they all separate stories, or did you guys somehow tie them?
They are all separate stories. The only thing that connects them is that they all have an Easter egg because the cover has a tombstone on it. So everything has a tombstone hidden somewhere as a reference to the cover. But that's the only thing that connects them.
That's cool though.
Yes, it's something cool to look
That is
for.
really cool.
Yeah.
I love the cover.
Thank you. I believe that was by Odin Drasko, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Justin's in chat. He's the guy who wrote Thunder Horse. But he'll correct me if I got that wrong.
I know this is
Very
great.
cool. Very cool.
I love it.
Cool.
I like to think that he did it because of Super Guy. I like to think that's like Super Guy's glove, like punching out,
Right.
Also, the Arrow Comics logo is very awesome.
Yes, I completely agree with that. Yeah.
Awesome. And then John, let's see, just backed out of obscurity.
Thank you, John.
A digital stack of stuff I need to read.
I appreciate that.
Got that cowbell.
You're the cow.
Got that cowbell.
Digital comics.
Though. Well,
we've got a little of everything. We got digital, we got physical, we got shirts, we got it all. We can got commissions up there if you want to hire one of the many talented artists that decided to throw their lot in with us.
Everyone
Digital's great for international buyers, man.
That's true.
It's for plebeians.
But no, this is cool. So how many pages in total is this book?
Well, it kind of depends because we have a stretch goal where we'll add an 8th story. We've got 7 stories right now, and it's going to be between 70 and 90 right now. But the editor-in-chief of Arrow Comics, Randy Zimmerman, who is like, I don't know, I think he's been making comics for like 120 years. He's been doing it a while. Randy is going to be adding the 8th story to the book if we reach our first stretch goal. So that would be cool if we get to add an 8th story, and then that would, of course, would increase the number of pages. Right now, we're looking at between the 70 and 90, though, depending on how many bonuses we can include, how much funding we get. We're looking to add things like writer and artist commentary, some extra art, stuff like that. So it might balloon the pages up a little bit more, just kind of depending on how much backing that we get.
Awesome. Now, are you guys going to extend the campaign? I see that there's where is it? 14 days left to go.
As far as I know, I don't think there are any plans to extend the campaign. I'm but a humble contributor, so the people who would be able to answer that would be probably Luke and Justin Sweet, who is Agent Zero, the guy who wrote Chrome Dog, actually. That's also on Fun My Comic.
Nice. And for the Don, I'll give you, here you go. There you go. There's Cara.
What?
There you go. He said, "What's up to the panel and the hotness of Cara Nicole?"
Thank you.
What? I'm not hot? Come on.
I know. I need to start showing some.
And hot.
I'm gonna start showing some cleave too. I got to do something.
You're showing your head. You're like, check out the dome. You gotta start painting something on it.
I just started taking my buffer out. I'm like, you like that, Don? Oh yeah.
He does.
Oh, sweet. We're at 30 backers. Thanks, guys. That's awesome.
Nice.
$999 exactly.
There you go.
Killer. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that so much.
Very cool. Now let's check out the campaign video.
Yes.
Get ready for an exhilarating journey into the boundless world of imagination. Welcome, comic book enthusiasts, to the extraordinary realm of Out of Obscurity. This groundbreaking anthology, published by Arrow Comics, unveils a legion of aspiring creators, each eager to leave their mark on the industry. Prepare to be captivated as they breathe new life into obscure public domain characters, creating their own unique tales within the pages of this awe-inspiring collection. Out of Obscurity is a testament to the unwavering passion and creative prowess of these emerging talents. They have meticulously resurrected forgotten heroes and heroines, spinning intricate yarns that span the ages. Brace yourself for action-packed battles, mind-bending mysteries, and heartwarming triumphs that will transport you to uncharted territories of excitement. By supporting our Fund My Comic campaign, you become an essential part of this historic endeavor. Together, we can catapult these aspiring creators towards their dreams of comic book glory. Join us on this epic odyssey and witness the birth of new legends. Your generous contributions will not only help us bring Out of Obscurity to life, but also grant you access to exclusive rewards, including remarkable artwork, signed copies, and behind-the-scene glimpses. Embrace the spirit of adventure for within these pages, untold wonders await. Together, let us ignite the spark of greatness within these visionary talents and redefine the landscape of the comic book universe. Be a part of history and make Out of Obscurity a reality.
Nice.
That is the voice of Randy Zimmerman. If anyone who is curious. And
Monkey.
that is our mascot, Spank the Monkey.
Fuck you.
Spank the monkey. How do you think of that one, Salty?
Oh, I don't know. Technically, I can't answer that anyway. I didn't name him, but
Oh, that's great. That's great. Let's just refresh. Maybe you broke over 1,000. Come on. Did it happen? Ah, come on.
So close.
So close.
So
but no, the dog, you know, see that?
He's got $1. Look,
I know.
if somebody donates $1, I will shake the cowbell again, all right?
Yeah. We got some cowbell shaking going on.
We do. And, you know, this is a Coffin Comics cowbell, by the way.
That's a Coffin Comics one?
Fuck yeah, it is. Look.
Look at that. Oh, that's like the real deal right there.
Yeah, headquarters is actually across town from me.
Where are they building the new one?
I don't know.
You don't know? I wasn't sure if it's like in the same area or not, but I saw like their design.
I don't know.
Insane.
I really feel like I lucked out with this because like I haven't actually read any of these other than mine. So like for me, this is going to be like genuinely exciting because I get to as I saw like the stuff come in, like the different projects and everything, and I saw oh, like here's some art and I'm working on this. I was like, oh, that looks really good. I think that might be my favorite. Well, that one looks really good too. Maybe that might be my favorite one. Oh, but this one looks really good too. So when I get mine, I can't wait to actually read what everyone else wrote.
That's cool. Now I gotta say, when you know, because we saw your character right in the video,
yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, what popped in my head was Doug Funny, Quail Man, with the because he's got his hair there, and I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool if that was inspired by Quail Man.
Well, I think that I can't speak for Canales, but I believe that he was going for kind of an exaggerated parody of Superman's little
curve thing in his hair.
Little curl.
But no, this is really cool. I wish you guys luck. I hope this gets fun for you. You know, it highlights a lot of cool stories, artists coming together from a fun little incident.
And these fonts, this this logo is really, really, really sick, man. I love it. It's it's definitely out of your normal font range. Everything is very exciting. And we've actually been talking a lot about public domain characters lately. So it's very cool. I'm really digging it.
It was amazingly fun to write all this. Like he's been, I guess the script was finished about a year ago for Super Guy, and it was just great. Writing it was great. And like I said, everyone has had a really positive reaction to it. So I hope that when it gets out in everyone's hands, I hope that continues. I hope that we find fans for the old guy.
Yeah. No, awesome, man. Hey, Jared, man, thanks so much for coming on, representing the creative team here.
My genuine pleasure. Thank you.
And talking about this. This is awesome. And yeah, man, good luck with this. Again, like I said, we'll grab the links, we'll share them out. And everyone do the same. Give it a share on your social media. Help spread the word of Out of Obscurity. And yeah, this is really cool, dude.
Thank you, sir.
What you guys did here. That's awesome. All right, so let's jump in. We've got Night Collected Trade Volume 1. This looks very cool too.
It is, or at least that's what I tell myself. There is no video, so I'm just going to do all the narrating. I'm going to try to make it as epic as possible.
Okay, you're going to act it out for us? I feel honored. Thank you so much that, instead of making a video, you're just doing this right for us.
He's going to grab his sword.
You may not have a video, but his accent is like 1,000% cooler than mine. So
I'm falling in love.
Oh. Well, thanks. I do try my best. So this story basically takes place in a made-up city, Strong Castle City. An ancient evil has awoken. A man in search of his identity and purpose will rise to face it. Their battle has been foretold ages ago. It will mark the birth of a new era. And so, with that intro, this is basically a superhero book with fantasy elements blended in It's a street level vigilante, but with mysterious origins that even he isn't sure who he is. Basically, this has action, mystery, and of course fantasy elements. The main character, I will not spoil the origin at first. I will instead leave breadcrumbs for the readers to start making up their own theories. But I will try to make it as interesting as possible. The art is all by is the line art is by Mauricio Campetela. He's an artist that has worked on several indie titles. He actually was the main artist for Fathom from Aspen Comics.
Okay.
That was more or less big. And he was the main artist right before the pandemic when they shut down. So you can see his style. This trade compiles the first arc, the first 4 issues. I'm going to try to make, if possible, the main story told in 3 arcs of 4 issues each, and then, of course, if the book succeeds, if our fan base continues to grow, yes, I would love to take it, God knows where. Some things that I think will make this series unique. Well, the origin in particular of the character, which I don't want to spoil, but it is. I've never honestly seen any character with that particular origin, with this particular backstory. Basically, okay, I'm gonna tell you, summarize the first 5 pages, or more or less. So we begin in a regular night, and Knight is chasing a guy down the streets. The guy is terrified of him. Eventually, Knight grabs him, knocks him unconscious with one punch, and then takes him away. The guy wakes up somewhere, and Knight is there without his mask, and he tells him, "You and I are both part of the same person." And they look at each other, and they both have the exact same face. That is just a glimpse of how the story starts.
Oh wow.
Eventually, Knight will find himself in the middle of a epic battle against a reincarnated medieval sorcerer and his minions, his Praetorians. They are composed by they are an assassin, a necromancer called Gravedigger. She can reanimate corpses, and a large, like, man beast. There he is, trying to murder Knight, called Dragon Breath, who also breathes fire. So I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, the character ensemble, I've never seen anything like it, and that's what I was going for. Oh yes, the Knight's female co-star in the book is Whisper.
I was going to ask who the foxy lady on cover B was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's Whisper. She can levitate, turn invisible, and nullify sounds all around her. So basically, she's like a stealth. She's made up for stealth. She's like a stealth machine.
Yeah.
I don't know how to define that.
Not to be confused with Sex Machine.
No.
That would be a very different book.
Just
but it would probably do well on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Well, it would do well in general, you know.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, she probably can be also a stealth sex machine, but I haven't gotten to that part yet.
No, that's a
He
different
hasn't
spirit.
explored that story arc yet. That's
No, yeah, I maybe once the hype for the voice wears down, yeah, then
Yeah.
maybe I'll start throwing in some superhero kink, whatever.
There you go.
Nah, just kidding. I will neither confirm nor deny that she does any kinky stuff in there.
Okay.
Buy the
You'll
book
have
to
to
find
bet.
out.
Yeah, yeah,
Buy
yeah.
the
Buy the
book
book
to
to
find
find
out.
Precisely.
Fantastic.
That's
I
that's
will
how I get
just
you.
say I've already bought both books, guys. I'm really excited to read
Thank
them.
you
Send
very
them to me now.
Mhm. Oh well,
Now,
yes. Also, since this collects 4 issues that are already done,
nice.
the fulfilling time should be pretty pretty soon. Uh,
Mhm.
I I I'm honestly not sure how much I am. That depends all on that. All of that rests on Philip's shoulders. Philip Russert.
Mhm.
He's the editor in at Filbo. And but yes, basically the digital rewards will go out as almost as soon as the campaign ends.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
for digital backers, no need for the boost, salty. Yeah, I get it. So for the digital backers, yes, they should have the books right away. And actually, we're on our first stretch goal. If we hit 2K, there will be a free digital bundle for all backers. That is on the updates section.
Nice.
Oh, very cool. I like that.
So and yeah, and if anyone's interested also in wearing our gear, sure, we can also dress you up. We are going to print some t-shirts, and yeah, that's something new. But Philip said, yeah, go ahead, we can make t-shirts. Let's give it a shot.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nice.
So
N-
that's pretty much what we got to offer.
Awesome. Now, I want to talk a little bit though about your main character here. You know,
Yeah.
his eyes are glowing blue. I know you don't want to give away too much, throw little breadcrumbs, but you know, he's a vigilante. A lot of times when we have vigilantes, they don't necessarily really have powers, right? They have more of
Uh,
they kind of copy that
yeah.
detective skill set, you know, mercenary
Mm.
type thing, anti-hero. Does your vigilante character actually possess powers of some kind?
Yeah, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yes. He his powers are basically he due to his particular condition, he has better control of his own body. He can give himself quick boosts of speed and strength. He can shut down the pain when he's hurt, and he can also make his eyes glow. He can change his voice so that it's not easy to recognize. Uh, um, not necessarily that that uh, Batman voice, but something different. I honestly, I don't know if anyone wants to pick it up and adapt it to movies or TV. Yeah, we can discuss. I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, in the comic, it's stated that he alters his voice.
Mhm.
So yes, basically, he does have powers, and and I I could continue speaking about where he gets them, but that would be kind of spoiling the mystery
Mhm.
origin aspect. But yeah, and yes, basically almost everyone you see has powers or has been affected by some sort of magic. At least of
Mhm.
the main characters that I've brought up.
That's awesome. Now, so this can't is this your first campaign you've done?
No, I've done others.
Yeah.
Never done streaming before, but like I said, this is compiling the first 4 issues.
Okay.
So
Okay. So what were you
the
doing?
previous
So were the
yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. You might be answering the question.
No,
I was just
no.
cutting you off.
There is a
I'm an
there is
asshole.
a yes, there is a bit of the delay. Um, the all four previous issues had been published previously by another publisher,
Hmm.
Evoluzione. Basically, what happened is that Night was a low seller compared to other books, so it had very low priority when it needed to get the next Kickstarter slot. So I discussed it openly with Marcel, the the main editor who runs Evoluzione, and yeah, he said, okay, yes, you're free to take it elsewhere, and that's what I did. So I reached out to Philip Russert. I I saw that he was taking submissions, and I had previously enjoyed Tragedy, his other
Hmm.
book, and
Mhm.
so I said, "You want to publish this?" And he was pretty eager to get Night out there. So that's what we're doing. Hey, we're already growing. Thanks. Um, so that's a bit of the story. In fact, it's Night has a pretty large backstory. There is a bonus feature in the trade uh, called
Oh.
uh, called Masks Off, where basically that's just me uh, throwing out there all the backstory behind Night, all my struggles,
Hmm.
um, challenges, and yeah, well, not just mine, of course, everyone involved, also the art team, the book itself. It's sort of a catharsis. It's I don't. It's 2 pages long. It doesn't necessarily add anything to the story, but if you are like me, that you want you enjoy seeing or learning about what goes on behind a work of fiction that you enjoy, what goes on behind cameras, or in this case, behind the pages, then yes, I highly recommend it. You can also use it to, I don't know, fill up a long bathroom break, or if you have time to kill, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
How
it's
did you know?
That's why Salty wants his books. He's got something to do after this.
You
Oh
know
my
that's
god.
right.
yeah.
I
Well,
gotta say, Guido, like
yeah.
the interiors on this, I really, you said, oh, it was like a low
Mhm.
seller with the other publisher, but I mean, right off the bat, this cover, if this was on a shelf at a comic shop, I will pick this up.
Definitely.
Like this is staring at me to pick it up, and
Yeah.
even the interiors. I mean, the great interior artwork. I love the colors. I love the ambiance of the
Yes.
book that we're getting in the pages. It really brings like an atmosphere to what you've described. I really can't see why this couldn't be a huge success. Plus your character design, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
really like what you're doing with your hero,
Mm.
and
The sound effects are incredible. The
yeah,
letters,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
I'm always about like the letters, like, right? That's
yeah.
like my breaking point there.
oh, yeah.
And yeah, you did a good job.
Thanks. Yeah.
It
So
reminds me of,
That's all.
how
Then
old is this
I
story? How long has this been? Like, when did this actually first even come out? Like,
oof.
was this 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years
Um,
ago?
that's a long story. I originally I wrote the first scripts for Night 1 and 2 back in 2010, I think.
wow.
Hmm.
The art for the first 2 issues got done between 2011 2012. Then there was this period where we said, um, we can things are not picking up. Let's pack our things and leave. Cut our losses, and
Hmm.
then I think it was 2016 or 17 that we decided to, with Marcel, we pick things up where we left, and well, yeah, that so basically it depends on where you want to start counting how
Gotcha,
old is this
gotcha.
book. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the right answer.
And
Sort of a
where's the
relationship.
future of this? Where's the future of this going? Do you want to pick up and continue on with
Yes.
a new story arc with the character and continue on with this series?
Yes, of course. In fact, issue 5 is also done. We once this campaign gets fulfilled, maybe I
Mhm.
don't know, January, February, we'll be back with kickstarting issue 5, and also issue 6 is actually midway through production, so
Nice.
it should also be right around the corner. Yes, I have plans. I have plans again. The story I want to tell should be around 12 issues. By then, the the main story, the main confrontation between the hero and the villain will take place. The events that I kind of teased you with my epic narration and shit will have occurred, and hopefully, if people want it, if people continue supporting, then yes, I will continue with the series. I remember once I started like drafting ideas for future story arcs. I I drafted ideas up until issue 60 more or less. So yeah,
Wow.
I can I can keep it going as people keep supporting. And who knows, maybe if if this just happens to blow up, yeah, I'm gonna start shooting spin-offs and tie-ins and
Mhm.
whatever comes to my fragile little mind.
Yeah, Stormtrooper Julian Caesar. Hale, is Knight only on Kickstarter?
Right now, yes, it's only on Kickstarter, but Philbo has also done some Indiegogos. I am not. We haven't discussed yet if perhaps we would do a small campaign right after this one ends. We
Mhm.
could, if there is, if we notice that there is demand. Yes, we could certainly also put this up on Indiegogo once the Kickstarter ends. We don't want to have them both simultaneously. We would kind of be stepping on our own toes, but yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I know Phil really well. And I know he's tried Indiegogos and stuff, and he hasn't been pleased with the turnaround he's gotten on there as far as backers on Kickstarter versus backers on Kickstarter. And he's done a few. He's actually done quite a few. A majority of his tragedy books, I think he did transfer over to Indiegogo, and it just didn't receive the same backership that Kickstarter would do.
That's my
but
problem too. Firebitch doesn't do my stuff doesn't do as well on Indiegogo as it does. I mean, my calendar on Indiegogo, I'll make like $10,000, and then I go to Kickstarter and make like $40,000. So why would I lose out on $30,000?
You know what I've been noticing? Actually, what we'll do. Thanks for bringing this on this campaign night. It looks great. I dig this a lot. It's right up my alley. Not like that history stuff. But no, this is a really cool book, and
fiction.
yeah. No, but this is really cool. But I actually want to get into a little talk. Again, everyone, the links are below. Check out all of our campaigns tonight. I'm going to probably blast them all tonight too on Twitter and Facebook, just recapping what we had with the links so everyone can give them a deeper dive, dive into the weeds, as one of my co-hosts, Steve Houston, says, into these campaigns and, give them a good back and all that. But what I'd love to do actually, because I started looking at campaign stuff, right? And I go on to these sites and, I get so many requests from people to come on the show, and unfortunately I have to kind of I can't have everyone on, just don't have the time to do it. So I go through the campaigns and I, for the most part, I try to pick what I think, what I like too, because I'm also here promoting and trying to sell, books I think look good, and whatnot. But I did notice on Indiegogo, right? There's not a lot. There's not a lot of books on there anymore, and a lot of stuff that comes up are campaigns that have already been well completed, like beyond
they're
their
going with tech.
original.
There's a lot of tech on Indiegogo.
Yeah, there's a lot of tech, and I know with the shadow banning going on with Indiegogo and stuff like that, where they won't pull your campaign, but if you go into the actual algorithm and programming of the web page, you'll see that it's taken. It basically says 0 in search, right? But the one thing I noticed though is there isn't a lot on there. And then in the past couple shows, I don't know if you remember, Cara, people were saying that in the comments, well, there's actually not that much on. We're not seeing many new books on Indiegogo, which could be the result of Fund My Comic starting, and people are
Wait,
now trying to migrate over there.
Did somebody just get a backer?
Oh,
I definitely backed both you guys. Yeah.
Well, no, right now it's
Jared did.
I'm getting a few. Yes.
Yeah, I backed Guido and Jared because I'm like,
very
these
nice.
things look awesome, so I just went ahead and backed them.
I went with hardcover for you, Salty, and then
you
cover
did.
C just spoke to me for Night. I really wanted cover C. I love the rooftop.
Yeah,
cover.
you did.
Yeah.
Hardcover.
Night
right.
kind of reminds me of Pitt. I don't know if anyone remembers Pitt from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
The artwork, which is a compliment, by the way, because I love the artwork of Pitt.
It
So, yeah.
was by Dale Quan, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So Night got some backers.
I have.
Oh,
yeah.
Out of Obscurity. You're over 1,000.
That's right.
Out of
Ding-a-ling-ling.
out of triple digits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
you lost
cool.
2 backers. No. Oh, what? Oh no.
Hey, no one wants American history. I don't. You know what? I need more TNA in my book. I think that's what, there is a hot chicken there, guys, but I just don't push it that much.
Oh, I'm backing it twice now.
There is a hot chicken there.
There you go.
Hot chicken there.
Nice.
Maybe
nice.
Cara
That's
could
the backers.
cosplay as her. She's a pretty good character design. I will say.
Someone else was asking in the chat for Cara to
Yeah.
cosplay something.
Probably not Super Guy.
If anyone wants Cara to cosplay anything, it's a $50,000 deposit to Nile, and then you can make out your arrangements at that point.
I see.
I'll just have my wife.
And it all goes to the children's hospital.
But I don't want
Have
to
my
detract
wife
from what
do
Nile, what you were saying about Indiegogo, and I think you're right. We do. It is interesting, and something that we actually have not even discussed privately is that Backer Kit is now trying to become their own crowdfunding source, and Backer Kit is a fucking nightmare to work with when you're doing books.
They seem really focused on gaming, though.
Well, they're so fucked up. They bought out CrowdOx, and CrowdOx was a shitty system, but a better system. And then they took all that code and went with trash.
Yeah.
Here's the Jetsons, but let's go to fucking Bedrock.
Yeah. There's a bunch of, in my research, there's a bunch of crowdfunding sites out there. Ones I've never even heard of. There's one out of Australia. There's Zoop, but Zoop, like, you already have to be a well-established pro for them to really even consider you. Which I don't think they're doing that great, to be honest with you. Crowdfunder, is trying to bring it in, but they're not doing much either.
See, I would love to do a show with people who who use and are dedicated to certain crowdfunding sites. I think that'd be really cool. Like, you're like hardcore Kickstarter people, you're hardcore both, you're hardcore Indiegogo, independents, all that kind of stuff, and really get to the nitty gritty of where we can maximize comic books, because it's not just about us making money or funding our comics. It's about us spreading our stories. It's about us taking away from the conglomerates who tell us what we like and what we have to see. And we fucking watch it like Snow White, even if we don't want to, just because we want to see what the fuss is about. So this is about building us up and taking it back.
It's also about me quitting my day job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
this is anecdotal, but I just want to throw in with what you were saying earlier. Like, I get emails from Indiegogo every day, and every single email, I've never backed anything on Indiegogo other than comic books, but every email I get from Indiegogo is for everything except comic books. They're trying to sell me on tech stuff or Bluetooth stuff or whatever, and I don't care about any of this, because if you look at my backer history, every single thing that I've backed has been a comic book.
Yeah, I get it, Jared. Doing Indiegogo was a mistake. God.
Well, I feel like they could have told me about you instead of me having to find out about you on this wonderful live stream, and they let you down.
Yeah,
I get it. It was a mistake. Doing Kickstarter next.
You're actually doing really good, though. I'll be honest. Breaking 10K is, to me, especially like with first campaigns. If you break 10K, fucking pop a champagne bottle open, because it's really hard. It's really hard. And if you look at the statistics of crowdfunded comic books, not many of them break 10K.
Yeah.
And that's an achievement.
No,
there.
I'm super
thankful. That's like when we did Fire Bitch. it just exploded. I was like, holy shit. I expected us to make about 10K, and we ended up, after all said and done between Indiegogo, crowd, all that shit, we ended up clearing, like 80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we hit 60, and it was right before COVID. Firebitch saved me. And we did everything wrong with Firebitch because Facebook does not like you using swear words. They also don't like you using initials FB because they think you're talking about them. Like, we got some shit going on. If people really want to start getting into what the possibilities of the bullshit we're going to have to deal with.
Read Silence Do Good.
I'm talking about even with the algorithms, with the AIs, what they're seeing and what they're pulling and how they're pulling us out and how they're denying us.
That's what my book's about.
To promote.
Nice.
That's everything that's in Silence Do Good. Everything you're talking about.
It's
about taking down the man.
But I'll make it about me. That's exactly what we go into with Silence Do Good. Is the algorithms, the AI, and how it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guido, I have a favor. Now, everyone here is a little bit historical, and now we had a conversation with someone about Planet of the Apes, so was it last week? Guido, I put something in the private chat, and if you would be willing, can you read that?
Oh.
If this man's
because he has the best voice.
One day to be dominated, then oh please, God, let him be dominated, but such as you.
Now can you say welcome to Fantasy Island?
I have no idea. Sorry, I didn't. I don't think that.
Can you just say welcome to Fantasy Island?
Okay. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Okay, not exactly what I was going for, but close enough. I fucking love it. Thank you. Can
you say rich Corinthian leather?
Okay.
I just aged myself.
Rich.
Okay, so what he said about the Destiny was Ricardo Montalban as Armando in Armand in Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, when Zira and Cornelius, he trades his ape baby with their ape baby to save the life of Caesar. It's a Planet of the Apes thing, and you sound like Ricardo Montalban, and it's incredibly sexy, so thank you.
Do you guys want some alone time? I can send the rest of the
I'll leave the stream. I'll leave the stream.
Honestly, yes.
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, they took it seriously. Okay.
Have I shown you my alligator?
Wow, that's an interesting alligator. Look at that.
Hey, what are you doing with the alligator?
Jaw capacity, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I at this point I'm like Ron Burgundy. Whatever you put on the prompter, I will read it. I'm not gonna ask. Just don't put anything that'll get me cancelled. I'll read in exchange for backing my project. No problem.
There you go. You do like cameos on your campaign, and just people just have.
Is that a reward tier?
Yeah.
No, actually, we had two backers in the. I think for issue 3, they actually became characters in issue 4. I introduced them in a bonus story. Sorry, I got all the slots already taken for new characters. But
all the what?
I'll seriously consider that for future issues. Yeah.
All the slots, Cara. The slots.
It's not the same when you say it.
Sorry.
No, when you say it, it's good. When they say it, it's not.
I feel like
it's all in the tone. It's all in the tone.
Yes, it is.
I feel like I'm waiting for Salty to break out his jazz flute.
Jazz flute? What are you talking about? Why would I play jazz? I hate jazz.
I don't know.
I like the synthwave, Morrissey, Depeche Mode, that kind of stuff. Jazz, get out of here.
I don't know. The Ron Burgundy thing, drinking a little. What do you got there? Whiskey, scotch? What are we drinking?
Jameson.
Little Jameson on the rocks.
Yeah.
Break out that jazz flute.
I'm babysitting it like crazy.
Yeah.
It's good for the throat. It's good for the throat.
It is. I had 2 glasses the other night. Actually, the glasses are still sitting here. I have to go clean them. But I'm really bad with that. Like this part of the studio is nice, but then this one left section is where I pile bottles. And
that's why I married a trad wife, because it just gets taken care of.
Oh my God. You know what a trad wife is? I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I married one, and she's really hot. I have no idea what she's doing with me.
I bet she's not
I
hot.
want one.
Oh no,
Prove it,
bro.
Prove it.
Go to It's Salty, and then It's Salty 200, and you will find out that I am married to a really smoking hot woman, and I have no idea why it happened. And
I don't understand the phenomena, but it blessed me too, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, just be a man. And you'll get one.
Yeah, that might be it.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with my wife.
Yeah.
God bless women with low standards. Yeah.
And if you keep
maybe they shifted their standards, Guido. Maybe they shifted them.
I'm speaking about me as well. Yeah.
When people meet my husband, they say, "I didn't think he would look like that." Everyone thinks that I'm married to some Ken doll looking guy, but no, like I'm married to Alfred Trujillo.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with guys with hunchbacks. It's okay. They can still love. And his prosthetic leg, you can barely even tell it's not real.
In current year, everybody deserves love.
Oh,
exactly. But again, guys, thanks so much for coming on tonight. This has been fun. Whenever you guys have campaigns and you want to come on, just shoot a message. At this point, I feel like we're good friends, so you can DM me. You don't have to go through the third channel, and we can get something set up. Or if you want to hang out, you see any of our promos and something looks cool, don't be bashful. Reach out. We always like hanging out with cool people. Laugh, have fun, do whatever.
Or if you want to invite any of us on your show,
yeah.
If I have a show that you would want to come on with more than 3 people, I'll absolutely invite you. I'm still very small channel still, but I will invite you for sure.
I will invite you when I start streaming issue 2 as I illustrate it.
Very cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you
Very
go.
cool.
I'll invite you guys.
Well, again, everyone, look down below. All the links are there for all these great campaigns. They were posted in the live chat. And again, share the stream, share the campaigns, help spread the word. Cheers. Right? Everyone grab a little sippy sip of something.
That's right.
And again, good luck with all your campaigns. I know everything will succeed. And I look forward to getting the books, because I'll do my round of backing, and I'll get yelled at by my wife about it in the morning.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Had a blast.
Right. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow night. It's Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci. We're going to be watching him jump out of a plane. And then we're going to be hanging out with Shane Davis, see what he's got going on with Extend. And we'll invite some of our other friends on. Maybe some of the kings and whatnot to come out and hang out with us. So again, everyone, have a great night. Be safe. Back some books, and we will see you all tomorrow night. Bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. Thank you for joining us on. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.